Greetings, Doctor. So after changing, the topic I chose is enhancing the use of virtual simulations by comparing the effectiveness of recorded demonstrations and virtual simulations in teaching volumetric practical skills. My name is Omba Basco, and in the background, we all agree that UNESCO emphasizes how important the science education is in achieving sustainable development goals, just like in Africa. And in Uganda, the plan emphasizes the need to enhance science education to meet the global demands. So the reforms like making science subjects, that is physics, chemistry, and biology compulsory have been made in this spirit. And chemistry remains a very fundamental science that impacts all facets of our life because it combines biology, physics, and this other agriculture. And chemistry is involved in all. Sorry. We all agree, again, that COVID-19 pandemic significantly impacted the education sector, leading to a very drastic change to remote learning. That's where e-learning and distance learning is. So, but we already had problems, regardless, like in Uganda, of infrastructure, access of devices, internet, but we still had to shift to e-learning. Teaching science practicals still remains a very big challenge in Uganda due to some of those. And regardless of how Uganda also changed to remote learning, most of UNEP, a report made by UNEP says that half of the schools, primary and secondary, they could not learn. But international schools took an initiative to continue learning. It was easy for them to teach subjects, most of the subjects, these which are not sciences, via Zoom, Google Meet, and then Google Classroom. It was very easy, but the teaching the practical skills was very hard. One of the ways of teaching, among others, is using virtual chemistry laboratories. It has been developed so much, among this, using video recorded demonstration, using live interactive demonstrations, using practical guides online. Virtual chemistry laboratories have been found to be one of the most interesting ways of teaching chemistry. I mean chemistry practicals. And so, under our problem statement, the online education has presented both opportunities and challenges for teaching practical skills. While the use of virtual simulation is still a potential solution, mostly in teaching chemistry practical skills, because of the limitation of physical demonstrations. Science teachers, mostly here in Uganda, teaching chemistry, they still prefer to use recorded demonstration videos so that they record videos and then just show them to the learners. This looks to be going back to the traditional ways of teaching. Now there is a knowledge gap regarding the effectiveness of recorded demonstration versus virtual simulation in enhancing the acquisition of volumetric practical skills in e-learning. And this research aims to address this gap by comparing the effectiveness of recorded demonstration videos and virtual simulation in teaching volumetric practical skills in chemistry. And we are interested in IGCSE level. These are like the O levels for Uganda in international schools now in Uganda. The objectives, the first one is to identify the advantages and limitations of recorded demonstration. Anyway, the objectives are right there. And then the second one is to compare the learning outcomes achieved through recorded demonstration and virtual simulation in terms of students' acquisition of volumetric practical skills in online setting. And the last one is to contribute the overall enhancement of online education practices by integrating effective virtual simulation in teaching and learning of parametric practical skills at IGCSE levels in international schools in Uganda. Our hypothesis, since we shall be comparing, our hypothesis is virtual simulation are more effective than recorded demonstrations in enhancing students' acquisition of parametric practical skills in the online learning environment. In our methodology, we shall use a comparative experimental design. That's what I intend to use. And in this, I will have a control group and experimental group, which will be, one will be having, will be subjected, they will be taught using the simulations, the virtual simulation. Another group will be taught using the recorded videos. In sampling, a purposive sampling technique will be used because we shall be interested in international schools that have IGCSE levels, and we shall be interested in the ones that are taught online or that have been teaching online, and then get their students and then do the research. The data collection, we shall use tests, we shall use questionnaires. Sorry, I never added questionnaires. Interviews will be added for qualitative data collected, because in this research, I forgot to say that the research will be mixed research design. It will be a mixed research design. Thank you so much.